In this video, I'm attempting to teach Stephen what is called the paper plate recall game. That is where they hold their sit, you send them to a treat that's on a paper plate, and then you recall them back. Here you can see Stephen is struggling to hold his sit. I want to discuss that not having a clear reinforcement strategy is likely to lead to frustration for both you and your dog. We're taking a quick pause because another dog is about to walk in, and I do abandon the original training session to move into distraction work, which is called distraction mark treats. While I do that, I want to explain. Not having a clear reinforcement strategy is likely going to lead to frustration for both you and your dog. One, because you will be frustrated that the dog is getting it wrong. I am not. I want this to be clear. In this video, I'm also demonstrating that if you're not going to use a clear reinforcement strategy, then don't get frustrated. Just embrace fixing the dog 1,000 times. Here I do move into reinforcing Stephen for smaller steps. So there's much more I could have chosen to reinforce if I was moving into a reinforcement strategy. But again, I just want this to be clear. If you're not going to use reinforcement or heavy amounts of reinforcement, if you're not going to do that, then don't allow yourself to become frustrated when the dog is not getting it right. Embrace that fixing the dog is the strategy that you have chosen to take. Notice here, I'm laughing. I'm not angry that Stephen is not getting it right. I do want to note that this particular dog is very resilient to, quote, failure. This much failure for other dogs would actually shut them down. So not using heavy amounts of reinforcement isn't right for a lot of dogs anyway. This is the very next repetition, and I want to talk about once again that people who choose not to use a lot of reinforcement tend to also become frustrated that it's taking a long time. I want to note this video is under 2.5 minutes. It's not taking a long time, but it can feel like that, especially when we think the dog is not getting it right fast enough. But again, if you've chosen not to use heavy amounts of reinforcement, then embrace the fact that you have chosen a strategy of fixing the dog and don't get caught up with emotions.